All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am James Oliver Jr., managing partner of Kabila Ventures, a new VC firm coming soon. CEO of Kabila, which connects overlooked founders to capital, customers, and co-founders. Husband to an amazing wife. Got to say that because my wife be listening. I don't want no problems. Co-founder of the world's cutest twins. Host of the Parents Make Your Profits podcast, the number 10 entrepreneurship podcast, according to feedback. Speaking of which, actually, I just dropped an episode today about when is it bad to have a chip on your shoulder. It was great because I featured the thoughts of a really remarkable VC named Mike Troiano out of Boston, who's an incredible storyteller. So there's a link in the podcast show notes. Like, go follow him. He's really, really awesome. Kim Jolasoon, who's a female founder, founder of Villy, which is a great community for new moms, and Mark Suster, who's a well-known VC from Upfront Ventures. So dropping that link in the comments there. Go check that out. What else? Let us know where you're coming in from in the comments. Please, please, please. I already see some people coming in. Charles Minifield, thanks for doing this for us. Charles, where you coming in from, baby? Let us know where you're coming in from. Please share this on your social media channels to invite your friends to join this important conversation we're about to have. Also, as we get into this, please drop your questions in the comments, and we'll do our best to get to all of them. What's up, Michael Flowers coming in? Mike Flowers coming in from Madison, Wisconsin, Madtown in the building. What up, Michael? All these people coming in here. Charles from ATO. What up, Charles? Lanisha coming in from Atlanta. Hey, Lanisha, how are you? Destiny coming in from Detroit. Destiny works with you, right? Well, I don't have Mfoniso up at the stage, but I can see him line his head. Yep. Hey, Destiny. Who else we got coming in? Joe coming in from the A. What up, Joe? Good to see y'all. Please let us know where you're coming in from. Appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so a quick announcement before we get started about our Kabila community. This is very exciting. We just created a nonprofit fund with a generous grant, $25,000 grant from Techstars co-founder, legendary investor and friend of mine, Brad Feld. We got $25,000. So we're going to be providing free therapy for founders in our Kabila community who want it but can't afford it. So super excited about that. I mentioned we're launching a fund. We'll be investing in founders in our community. Once we launch our fund as well, you can join the community. I'll put the link up for that in a second. It's kabila.mn.co. So, all right, enough about that. So if you're a Black early stage founder, you know how challenging it's been the last few years to raise capital. Black founders only raised 0.4% of VC pre-seed funding in 2024. Oh, I always got all the links. Let me drop another link for you here. If you follow me at all, this is so ridiculous, but I'm gonna drop it anyway. If you follow me at all on LinkedIn, you see me do Tyrone. Tyrone's the satirical genius, managing director of StarTech Decelerator. He helps startup founders decelerate their startups. But in this one, he was riffing about Black founders and women founders really not getting a lot of funding. But this is a problem that we're having right now for Black founders. So today we're going to have a conversation with Mfoniso Ekong, managing director of the Northwestern Mutual Black Founders Accelerator, powered by Generator. What up, man?
Hey, James, thanks again for having me. Man, I haven't even heard some of this news. I'm really excited for you. We
really
have more about the about the founder therapy, especially. I want to dive a little deeper into that.
And yeah, bro, I've been doing that for a long time because I had the Parentpreneur Foundation, which I just wound down. That was for Black parents who are entrepreneurs. Okay. But with that work, we pay for 400 mental therapy sessions for Black parents who are entrepreneurs. Wow. So I've been doing this, bro, since 2020.
Yeah.
Paying for therapy for founders. And, it's amazing. I see a lot of people talking about it, but I don't know anybody else who's actually paying for mental therapy for founders other than me and the work that we're doing in Kabila now. So I'm super, super, super excited about that, man.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Thank you. All right, so let's get into it, man. So tell our listeners about the Northwestern Mutual Black. First of all, you peeping the swag or what?
Oh, I love it. We gotta send you another one. We gotta send you another one too.
Please, yeah, this one's getting getting kind of janky. Send me another one, please. So a lot of people don't know because I don't talk about myself a lot, but I'm OG Generator founder, alum. I was in the second cohort.
Yep.
To Madison cohort, 2013, winter 2013. I was living at the time up in Appleton, Wisconsin, northeast, 30 miles south of Green Bay.
Yep.
Freaking cold, bro. I'm in Atlanta now, and I'm just loving the winters here, baby. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, generator to the bone, baby. Also a Techstars alum, but generator to the bone.
Yep.
Sorry. So let's get into this, man. So people who get into the accelerator program, like, what do they get once they get into the program?
Yeah. Like Lauren from our team always says, they get their accelerator goodies. So aside from the $100,000 cash investment that they get, they also get that one-on-one coaching with myself and Destiny. So shout out to Destiny, who's over here in the audience as well too.
Yeah.
They get introductions to mentors and subject matter experts, introductions to investors as well too. We have a showcase night at the end of the program, which is a lot of fun. Takes place at Northwestern Mutual's headquarters. We're
Dope.
almost on the roof there, and it's just a huge, great view of the city.
So
a great
good.
eyeballs on a lot of the founders that we're working with.
Where's that located?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So good, man. So real quick story about my demo day when I went through Generator.
Yeah.
Right before I went on stage, I got a call from one of the angel groups because Troy and Joe and those guys, those are the co-founders of Generator, they were taking us around, Madison and Milwaukee, introducing us to various investors. And I got a call totally out the blue. I had no idea this was coming because one of the people who we met at the time, he was like, "Oh, I would never invest in this." I didn't know that he was cousins with these guys.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I like that We Montage guy." So I got a call right before I went on stage, and he was like, "Yo, we're going to fill your whole round." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "We're going to do $250,000." This was right before I went on stage on demo day, man. Incredible. So good.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's incredible.
So
that
good.
does not always happen for everyone, but
it does not.
Well, we try. We try to make it happen.
Yeah, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about the stages that you investing. Is this pre-seed, seed? Like, where are you investing right now?
Yeah. So I'd say majority of our deals are in the seed stage, and then we also go as pre-seed with folks that might be pre-revenue or pre-MVP, and then we also go as late as early Series A. I think for us, the bigger determinant is how close the strategic fit is for Northwestern Mutual. So if the founder's really in that sweet spot, someone we really want to work with, we feel like they can get a lot of value add from the accelerator goodies, then it's more of a fit versus maybe a founder that isn't actively fundraising or isn't actively going to take advantage of a lot of those resources. Just because we get so many applications, we want to make sure that fit on both sides.
How many do you get?
It's a great question. Over the past couple of years, we've been averaging about 500 to 600 applications per cycle. So we have to say a lot of no's.
Oh, man. That's brutal. All right. So what's going on, Delroy? Delroy's in the house in Atlanta. Yeah. I'm thinking about that as I'm preparing to launch, Kabila Ventures. And, anyway, I don't want to get into details of how many deals we're going to do, but it's going to be far less than the total number of applications that we expect to get while we're deploying capital for the fund. So, wow. It's a great question. Thank you so much, Danielle. Could you please define what strategic fit is? Good question.
Yeah, absolutely. So we partner with Northwestern Mutual. They provide the funding for our program and a lot of their strategic direction. So they are a Fortune 90 wealth management and insurance company, a very historic institution that's been around for a while, and they're looking to innovate. So we're looking for companies and exciting companies that may have trends that they would like to explore. Obviously, for them, it's much easier to see how a smaller startup moves throughout, the current iterations and phases of different technological cycles like AI versus Northwestern Mutual adopting a whole new strategy for their whole thousands of folks that work at their company. So we invest into fintech, digital health, data analytics, and those are the spaces that we primarily play. So if you look at fintech, for example, think about wealth tech, think about advisor tech, solutions for a financial advisor, I should say. We're also looking at small business support or micro lending as well. If we're looking at insure tech, think about solutions related maybe to life insurance carriers. So are you finding ways to either streamline the claims process, maybe provide increased transparency for the claims process? And then when we look at digital health, think about aging in place and longevity and estate planning. Those are all, again, areas that really closely relate to Northwestern Mutual's core business offerings. For the data analytics bucket, that's more or less our catch-all bucket, but the way I view it is cybersecurity, maybe HR solutions related to entry-level corporate employees, or even early financial advisors, and getting them equipped and upskilled and ready for their careers.
Awesome. So good. All right, everybody. Once again, please share this with folks. So we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and on LinkedIn. If you're watching on any of those platforms, please just hit the share button. Like, this is really important. Black founders only getting 0.4% of VC, pre-seed funding as of last year. And this is an opportunity to get some VC dollars for Black founders. So, we're being very intentional about doing this. So, look at Destiny coming through. She said, here's my Calendly if anyone wants to meet me during office hours. Look at that. I'm gonna leave that up there for a second. Take a note of that. Hit her up, right? That's so good. But yeah, drop your questions in the chat. Please, please, please share this out. This is very, very important. So you said the founders get $100,000 when they come to the program, right?
Yep.
Okay. And how many startups are you accepting into each class?
Yeah, so we really pride ourselves on small cohort sizes, so we can provide a lot of that individualized attention. So we do 2 cohorts of 5 per year, so a total of 10 per year.
Wow. So 500 applications, 5 people.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's tough. It's tough,
Yeah,
But I think one of the things we try to do is make sure that if and when, I should say, we do have to send that rejection notice or that rejection email, it's one of the better rejection emails that founders receive. So we want to provide some actionable feedback. We want to provide potential next steps, and maybe
really.
Programs.
So you're doing that 495 times, very specific, customized, tailored feedback. So what's an example of the types of feedback you might give a founder that you said no to?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's that customized for everyone off the bat. For our finalists and folks that make it through our second and third round stages, we will provide that customized feedback. But we're open and available for anyone that is rejected much earlier in the process to have a one-on-one session with myself or with Destiny for additional feedback. And so those we do open up to the 500 plus applicants. But typically it's, maybe a portfolio conflict with Northwestern Mutual's corporate venture capital portfolio. Maybe it is a company that lacks a strategic fit with Northwestern Mutual. Maybe it's also a company that we'd like to see a little bit more traction from. And so we say, come back in 6 months or come back in a year. I just got off the phone with a young woman who's actually building a really exciting platform that I was like, oh, I see the vision. I wish we were having this conversation 6 months later, just because she was just a little too early for us to make it work. So we really want folks to know that it's not a black box. Your application goes in and out spits, a no or a yes. It's a person on the other side of that.
Well, personally, I will tell you, I'm looking forward to, once I launch Kabila Ventures, to investing alongside you guys. I think I told you that before. And I'm glad you said what you said. Like, she's too early now, but she may not be too early 6 months from now. And I say this all the time. I know people who watch me regularly get tired of me hearing me say this, but that doesn't mean it's not true, that investors invest in lines, not dots, right? So whoever that young lady is, it will behoove her to put you on her investor update list.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? So you can see the progress. So when she applies next time, you're like, oh, hell yeah. Easy peasy, right?
Yep.
Easy decision. So here's a question from Joe. What's the difference between early application consideration and regular consideration? That's a really good question.
Yeah, great question. So for the most part, we have a rolling application window. So although we're currently in our current recruitment period, we have applications from folks that may have applied months earlier. So we have an early window up until today. We're just doing a first pass and an early screening for those applications. Ultimately, our application deadline is February 28th. So if you're ready and able to apply now, I would say get your application in, because why not, before you forget. But if you need some extra time to maybe round out conversations with potential pilot partners or customers, or advance those fundraising conversations that you're having, take that time. You really should be feel that you can put your best foot forward, and know that you have a couple more weeks to get your applications in.
So I dropped that link there. Is there a shorter link that people can go to?
I
wish. Trying to read that. Man, Lord have mercy.
So many programs.
That's a long one.
And I hear you.
Oh my God. All right. So we got a couple more questions here. Joe said, awesome. Thank you. He said, "Which startups get you excited?"
Yeah, great question. I think for me personally, I can't necessarily speak for NM, but in the wealth management space, I think about maybe lower income or middle income folks, just moving up the ladder. And I've seen a couple of solutions in that vein where you're helping folks that are maybe at that 60K space get to that 90K, or folks at that 90K get beyond and build generational wealth for their families.
Well, that's like what's his name that went through there a couple years ago. Oh my God, he got a grant from us for Parentpreneur.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
I can't think of the startup.
Okay.
I don't know if you were there when he went through the program. though. I think it might have been
Maybe
before you.
not. It might have been before my time.
I think it was before you. I can't remember his name, but it does. I think exactly what you just
Yeah,
said. I can't
absolutely.
remember. Sorry, but I can't remember the name.
No, it's okay.
So Destiny said, "Here's a link to our application." Yeah, that looks like the long thing I just posted there. Is it the same?
I think so.
it's the same. It's similar. Yes, it's the same one. Hilarious. Hilarious. So yeah, I did you guys invited me to participate in your Mentor Madness, or we call it Mentor Swarm.
Mentor Swarm. Yep.
Yeah, Mentor Swarm last time. That was really great. I actually, keep in touch with Charles and his wife.
Great.
And Ray Dennis from Sandbox. I saw those guys just closed a $1 million pre-seed round or something like that.
1.25. Put some respect on that 250K.
Put some respect on it at 1.25. Like, it's funny. He sent me. I'm on his investor update list. I couldn't help. I sent him like a little bit of feedback. Because you might want to tweak your update like this, just a little tweak. But yeah, man, some good folks coming through the program. If you guys need more people to come through next time, like sign me up. For that, just give me advance notice. I would love to do it. So any more questions anybody has out there? We got 13 more minutes. Do you accept solo founders?
Great question. Yes, we do. We know finding a co-founder is hard. There's a lot of great tools that provide co-founder matching tools and that sort of thing. And I think folks should explore those. We know particularly for underrepresented founders that can be difficult to put a lot of trust and faith in somebody as you're building out your baby. That actually kind of brings me to a really great value add that I didn't mention at the top of the call, which is that our talent management team here at Generator also provides a service where if you're looking to build out your C-suite or hire any folks in your team, project managers and so on and so forth, we actually help folks do that. So we don't see it as necessarily a problem. We see it as an opportunity for us to just provide further support.
That's so good. And just anybody that's following me, just take a look at some of my recent posts. I'm actually doing an event with the Fourth Effect. You know those guys, Mfoniso?
No.
Yeah, it's a really great group of people. I'm doing an event with them, and it's myself and then Bram Rhodes from Malika Ventures. He's like an $80 million climate tech fund. So we're introducing LPs and some founders to new Black fund managers, myself included. And then we have a really great founder, my friend Veronica Woodruff from TravelSys, doing some really interesting things in the airport space. But the Fourth Effect, they connect startup founders to advisors. So if you join the Kabila community, we actually have a free 4-month deal with them. You can get in, they connect you to advisors. They have investors on that platform. Really, really, really dope. Definitely recommend it. So you accept solo founders. So, we have a co-founder matching app, but, we're actually going to be relaunching that. So don't go rush to look at that thing. It needs a lot of love. We're going to be redoing that and relaunching that thing here pretty soon. So what makes for a great application? Like, what is it that you're like, oh my God, hell yes? Because you only got 5 slots, right? So it's got to be a hell yes. What makes you say hell yes?
Yeah, great question. It definitely starts with the founder. We have to find somebody that we're willing and we like to work with for not just 3 months, but beyond. So we definitely want to find folks that are coachable, personable, and not just, selfishly for us, but you're going to have to tell your story to hundreds and hundreds of other folks, not just investors, but customers, employees as you hire on folks. So being personable is a really important part of being a founder. Another thing that we look for too is obviously the strategic fit. So is this a company that we feel that Northwestern Mutual can lend a certain amount of strategic value towards? And then third, I would say, how strong is the company from a traction and, company standpoint? Again, it's a very competitive field. So at times the goalpost does move depending on the cycle and depending on the space as far as how many other or similar solutions there might be. But I would say we're looking for strong companies and strong founders and folks that have a grasp of Northwestern Mutual's core offerings as well, too.
Also, it's going to be people that you like, right? Because you
Absolutely.
only want to work with people that you like, I'm guessing.
For the most part.
Well, I mean, after they check all those other boxes, if you have, two founders that check all those boxes you just mentioned, but one you don't, you're like, and then they're like, oh yeah, I love that person. It's going to be the one that you love, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
100%.
to that point too, I think a lot of that comes out before the application. So either in the office hours that we have, or the emails that we have, or the comments that folks leave when they're reaching out or asking questions about things. This morning, Desi and I had a founder that had applied early, and she was so concerned about the final deadline today, the early deadline today.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I just gave birth to my son on Friday, and I just want to make sure I get the application in. And we're like,
take your time. It's okay.
No, take your time. Let's talk in a month. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family.
Oh my
God. We just want to make sure folks are putting the best foot forward, and it's a fit for both sides.
100%. All right, so we got to get to this question because I feel like, is the elephant in the room, man.
Yeah.
How are y'all navigating the current backlash against DEI? I'm sure the DEI police are they coming for y'all because y'all specifically investing in Black founders? Like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, great question. For us, we're just navigating cautiously. I think for us, we saw the writing on the wall years ago, and we took a lot of steps to make sure that we were protected, our founders were protected, our community was protected. For the most part, we haven't had any challenges. Knock on wood, or knock on part of the wood of my desk. But I don't necessarily know if we are expecting that we'll see even more challenges down the pike for founders. I think it might remain the status quo. And if anything, we're going to find more emboldened or excited customers and investors that are willing to support folks. On Friday, I spoke with a blue chip investor that said, hey, we're looking for more differentiation and more diversity in our portfolio. And I never even said the word Black. I never said the word diverse founders, underrepresented founders. I just said we have fintech and insurtech folks that aligned. So I think we're seeing that this pendulum shifts very wildly back and forth, and rarely, if ever, is it in the middle.
Yeah, man. So I have this theory, just in general, within chaos, crisis exists opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of crisis and chaos right now. And I think there is a lot of opportunity. I think that there are going to be a lot of people who are going to want to double and triple down because, they're upset about some of the things that are going on. And I'm hoping that this is going to lift you guys up. This will lift Kabila Ventures up. I think it's inevitable. The more and more and more and more this stuff happens, there was some big name people I reached out to before. They were like, yeah, I'm not interested in that, but I'm going to go back to them now. Well, now that, every problem in America is a Black or brown person's fault. Do you want to reconsider? Look, my fund is not just for Black founders, right? We will invest in everybody, but we're investing in overlooked founder teams, right? But so it's not just for Black founders, but some people might not like that per se. So so last question.
I should say, James, we are also open to founders of all races and backgrounds. Although we have Black in the name of the program, there to highlight the disparity that you talked about earlier. Much like in HBCU, our doors are open.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. I see you've been massaging the messaging. I see what you did there. I like it. I went to Morehouse College. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have another Morehouse grad in the portfolio as well too.
Oh, cool. Who's that?
KB out of New York. Sure, the student loan payment platform.
Right on. So Nelly says, I'm a fractional CTO, work with underrepresented founders, would love to apply as a mentor. What's the process?
Great. Yeah, Nelly, let's definitely exchange information. Would love to chat with you, and Desi and I can kind of walk you through what that process looks like. But we're always looking for eager and excited mentors.
So the mentors are volunteers, or do they get paid?
They're volunteers.
Okay. Right on. And D'Angelo is down here clowning, talking about they not like us.
D'Angelo, don't make me get Uncle Sam out here.
Listen, don't get mad at me, but I don't understand. I don't like that song at all. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying that I think the music is whack. The flow is whack. Don't get mad at me. Y'all can hate the hate emojis in the comments. Feel free. I don't care.
Well, we're all entitled to our own opinions.
That's it, man. Look, man, I'm from Brooklyn. Anyway, I don't like it, any of it. So look, we got 4 minutes left. Does anybody else have any questions out there? Oh, it was D'Angelo. The laugh emojis. Right on, man. Yeah, man. Anybody else have any additional questions out there before we let Mfoniso go? Mfoniso, can you talk at all about some of the other things that you got going on from sorry to say, just a little side eye, but all love. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Here for the side eye all day. Can you talk at all about some of these other things that you got going on from a GP standpoint, or not so much?
Yeah, not so much on that piece, but we are excited about a few opportunities and upcoming initiatives that we're hoping to launch under the Generator umbrella later this year, and hopefully folks can stay tuned. I can say some personal news. Much like you mentioned at the top of the hour, as part of your intro, that you are an amazing husband. I will be an amazing husband, hopefully, in about 6 months. So I'm hoping to,
yes, baby,
do well. So we'll see.
Bro, man, a good spouse will change your life, bro.
Absolutely.
Will change your life, keep you out of all the trouble. Add 5 years to your life, man. A good one, the right one, right? Yeah. The right one. All right, man. So Joe says, congratulations. Mike, congratulations. So if there's no more questions, look, we're about out of time here. We appreciate everybody showing up. Do you got to hop right now, Mfoniso, or you got a sec?
No, I got a few, definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to roll out here and just I'll holler at you in the green room. All right. Awesome. Hey, thanks so much, Destiny, for coming through. And don't forget to ping me advance to let me know for Mentor Swarm so I can get it on my calendar. Excited to do that and happy to jump in and help. But this was great. Oh, hold on a second. Congrats. What do you say? Welcome to the parole. To the parole. I got married to you. Stop. I'm going to find out who your wife is, bro. And I'm going to screenshot that comment and I'm going to DM it to her on LinkedIn. It's going to be really bad for you.
Yeah, D'Angelo had some time today, but it's good to see you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Oh, so on Wednesday, we're starting this new thing with Kabila Customer Connections. We're going to be intentionally connecting founders in our community to potential customers. It's like everybody acts like sales is a dirty word. Oh, don't come on here, promote this on a commercial, whatever. I'm like, no. Right? We're here to make money. We're here to get customers and connect with investors. Right? That's what we're here to do. So we're going to be bringing people from our community to all y'all. Got like 5,000 followers on LinkedIn doing these LinkedIn lives. So they can learn about who they are, why they're doing what they're doing, how it can help you. Here's a coupon code. Go to this website, put in your order. We're going to be intentionally helping our founders in our community find customers. We are here for that. And anybody who don't like it, what was that side eye thing we got right here? What was that? I don't even remember the side eye. Just a little side eye, but a little all love. I'll be giving them the side eye minus the love part because we're here for our founders. Sorry. Mfoniso, sorry about that, bro. You didn't know I was crazy. Anyway, all right, everybody. So come through on Wednesday. Check us out. That's going to be with Tamara Lucas from My Panda. She has a great platform, and we're going to be doing more of that. Join our Kabila community, and we'll be happy to help you get some more customers too. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. Later.